today we're going to get started planting our potatoes. Now, as you've seen in the little bitty video I showed, just make a row. This is planting them right in the ground. We're not doing it in buckets or in raised beds, none of that stuff. Garbage cans. We're going to do it right in the ground like we've always done. And it always works out really well. This year I'm planting red potatoes. Now, last year we didn't plant any. Year before I planted the Yukon Gold and Red, and they both did really well. So I couldn't find any Yukon Gold, and I could have just done my own. Just buy a bag and let them get old and start getting eyes on them, and that's what you use. But we went out, let me show you. We went out and we bought some potato starts here, seed potatoes, and they're the red Pontiac is what we got. Now you don't have to buy them, like I said. If you have potatoes and they start getting old on you and growing eyes, you just use those. You can cut them. You could, like if it's got like 3-4 eyes, you can cut those in 3 or 4 different pieces and use each of those for a plant. But if you have enough, I just always throw the whole potato in. It seems to do really well for us that way, and I'm thinking it'll probably do well for you too. But to me, it might not even be the truth, but to me it's almost like that the whole potato can feed and nourish the roots and stuff as they're growing and making a plant. Another thing I wanted to let you guys know is I've watched lots of videos on this, and if you plant your potatoes too shallow and they start coming up, I don't know the whole aspects of why this happens, but sometimes you can get green potatoes, which they're supposed to be, I guess, poisonous. So I don't even fool with that, because when you do that plan where you just put them, 3-4 inches deep, you have to keep hilling those up, putting more dirt on top and more dirt on top, sort of like yesterday's video when we planted the asparagus. That's how you would have to do your potatoes. So instead of having to do that, we plant ours about close to 8 inches deep, and that way you don't have to go back and hill them over, because it's going to take them a lot longer to get through the ground. And when they break through the ground, you don't have to keep putting dirt on them. Once the leaves and the plant starts popping through, you just let them grow. If you do it the other way, where you plant them shallow, you're going to have to cover up that new growth every time it comes through. And I just don't, maybe I'm lazy, I don't know. I'd rather get it all out of the way at the beginning and get the holes dug a little deeper and not have to fool with hilling them all up. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get started on that. All right, here's my seed potatoes. Take it out of the bag so you can get a good look. Okay, you see all those? These are eyes. And you could actually cut this like here. Cut this right between these. That'd be, 3 or 4 good pieces. Actually, there's one back here too. And like I said, you could use these, but since I have a bag of them, I'm just going to use them whole. All right, so let's get started on this. Okay, you want your holes about 6 to 8 inches deep, and you want them about 18 inches apart. All right, I've got about, I got 7 holes dug so far, and I just take it easy. You don't have to be in no hurry. It ain't no race. So take your time, and if you're like me and you got health problems, you know when to listen to your body. Dig a little bit, take a little break. And that's what I'm doing today. So let's start getting the potatoes in the ground. All right, since this one's got eyes all over, you don't have to really worry about which way you're going to plant it. Just going to throw it in. Grab your hoe. And cover it up. There ain't much better days than when the sun's shining, flowers and trees are bloomed out. This is a small miniature, I guess, cherry tree. and we've had it a few years. It's full of flowers, blossoms today. Let's hope that it gets full of cherries for Steve. He loves them. I'm gonna show you Willow. She's over there wanting attention. Are you telling everybody that Mommy's got you tied up? I sure do. She'd be over here eating the potatoes if I didn't. We got it all done. 2 rows of potatoes, and our grandson was a big help, Curtis. And then Macy even would throw the potatoes in the holes for us.